It's been 8 months since their divorce, and she still remembers the moments when Jungkook secretly cried before ending the marriage, while snatched near the idol handle gazing into the distance. Lost in thought about Jungkook, she can't help but miss him. He recalls every point he made, realizing he had hurt deeply, but he was also hurting himself continuously. She has changed so much since then, and her anger and hatred towards Jungkook have softened. As she witnessed his suffering, she decided not to cause more pain, and in attempt to mend their relationship, she confides in his moms about what led to their divorce. She hopes to bring them back together, believing what your mother and son shouldn't be separated because of her. Jungkook hasn't come to her to beg for a reconnection until now, as they had told him not to show his face to them. He has distanced himself from everyone, as per their wishes. Just as Vine recalling every moment in her busy life, her dad called her, making her look at him. Vine dear, again you are recalling that, don't you? Vine, Vine dear, why am? Just because you asked to leave him, I didn't dare to kill him. But doesn't mean you should think about the guy who asked for a divorce, not caring about you. Vine, Dad, I'm sorry. Her dad's face fell out as he looked at her, not asking why she said that, as her eyes conveyed something to him. Why? I'm the one who asked for a divorce. No, I demand it. Why, what are you saying? She nervously told her dad everything, from where their love story started to how it led to divorce, and how Jungkook had surrendered to her but not bother her. Jungkook's eyes widened as he looked at his mom in disbelief. He couldn't believe his mom had come back for him after such a long time. Was it really true? His mom was walking towards him, and it had been so long. As she approached her son, who stood there like a lifeless person, she hugged him, making him believe the reality that his mom indeed come back for him. He hugged her back, and tears burst from his eyes. Jungkook, Mom? Jungkook, my son? She broke the hug and looked at her son with a sad expression. Jungkook, how do you know I am here? And did you really come for the son who left his wife? He asked her sadly, but this time she gently slapped his cheek, not hurting him. Jungkook, Mom, stop pretending. Wine told me everything. His mind was blocked, not working. This was unexpected from them. Jungkook, Mom, I wanted to kill you for what you did before the marriage. But the way you wanted her to marry, not to give up, wanting to make her normal. Also because she wanted a divorce, so you put all the blame on yourself. You made me hate you, made me beat you up. You left me speechless, unable to take action. She asked me to stop hating you. Did she really say that? Does it mean she forgives me too? Jungkook, Mom, I asked for the same thing, but she replied that she told me everything to avoid breaking the mother-son relationship because of her. Jungkook's face turned sad and looked down, which made his mom understand his feelings. Jungkook, Mom, don't worry, Jungkook. I believe you both will get together again. I bless you. She patted his shoulder while he still looked down. Jungkook sits on the grass, his long hair swaying across his forehead. He sports a slight beard, and his face avoided any emotion. Even the beauty of nature before his pale eyes failed to move any emotion within him. His eyes only reflect Vine's innocent face. A sad chuckle escaped from his dry lips. Jungkook, it's okay not to be okay. Even though you can't sit beside me, even though you can't be with me. He is just talking to air, imagining Vine's face. This has become his habit. He used to do this whenever he missed his wife, so that he wouldn't have to meet her. His eyes shifted to the ground with sadness. I hope you have found someone who deserves your love and leading a happy life with him, not thinking about your ex-husband. But even as I think about your marriage, there is still a small corner of my heart that hopes you might visit me one more time just to see how I am. But again my heart tells me that you probably hate me, so you definitely won't come for a visit. But I still regret what I did, and I'm hurting inside because I still love you, Vine. I want you. Vine, I'm sorry. I don't deserve to say these things about you. Who said you don't deserve it, Jungkook? Suddenly, a familiar voice appeared out of nowhere. His throat hitched and he raised his head, unable to believe his eyes as he saw Wine in his life. He couldn't dare to believe her presence. Suddenly, she jumped on him, making him lie back on the grass. His hands didn't dare to touch her, but she hugged him as if her life depends on it. Wine, hug me back, Jungkook. I'm yours. Only you deserve me, not someone else. This one line made him sense that she didn't marry anyone else, and that she finally accepted him after so much difficulty, which made him hug her back as tears finally burst from his eyes. Jungkook, you came for me, which means you have forgiven me, haven't you? She nodded, tears also flowing, as her palms traveled to his face to wipe his tears. Why, don't cry, Jungkook. It's hard for me to stay cool and act. He buried his head in the corner of her neck as he couldn't control his crying while receiving unexpected love from her. She got off of him and kneeling down, making him sit probably as she wiped his tears. Jungkook, I really thought you would forget me and marry someone else. Why, how can I marry someone else when I have you, who loves me more than himself? Jungkook, it's enough for me, Wyan. Finally, you believe that my love is true and accept my apologies too. How could it be enough? Don't you want more from me? As long as I can't expect anything else from you. You kindly understand my situation after you left me and you told my mom everything and made my mom not hate me. Even though I shattered your trust, you came back for me. It's enough for me, Wine. Now there is no problem for me if the angel of death comes to take me with him. Jungkook, shut up. We have to get married again, run a beautiful family together happily and build a family with kids too. I have so many dreams, won't you fulfill your Wine's wishes? She pouted cutely, which made Jungkook smile. He considered his smile and it made Wine smile too. Their eyes got twinkly upon seeing each other's smiles. At the same time, they both exclaimed, Thank God, finally I saw you smile, making them both laugh together happily. I promise you, Wine, I will drown you in my love. I'll be waiting right here. She chuckled, which made him happy. Jungkook, we really should thank that maid together. Definitely we should. She really did her best to bring us together. Yeah, and I was so scared when she said you weren't living in our home and gone to another place. But I'm glad that you gave her your home and you are living in this small city. Jungkook's smile faded sadly, but his eyes remained fixed on her. Her eyes were sadly looking at his face, her hands caressing his jawline, her other hand gently touching his messy hair. What's happened to Jungkook? Why are you like this? Your face has changed so much, from handsome to sad pale. This isn't your usual self. Have you completely lost your will, haven't you? Jungkook cupped her cheeks while she sighed in sadness. Jungkook, after you left me, I have lost myself completely. So, how can I be alright, am I? Every month, every week, every day, every hour, every minute, every second I spend my time in the worst way. Even though I wanted to see you badly, I am hurting myself to avoid meeting you again. There is no reason for your tears.